Hello folks, and today we are looking at a Bugs Bunny collection from one of his many public domain tapes. For Warner Brothers' biggest superstar, it's amazing how many of his films fell out of their copyright hold. It's also interesting to note that for what started as luxuries in the 1970s ended up so mass-produced by the 90s that they ended up in dollar stores. But hey, that just meant introducing us to more classics, so let's look at some now. First up is Wakiki Wabbit, a Chuck Jones cartoon from 1943. Chuck Jones would be one of the most popular Warner Brothers directors, creating classics like One Froggy Evening and What's Ooperdoc. This is one of his earlier works with bugs, and it's a great one. The plot is two guys get stranded on a desert island, run across Bugs, and try to eat him. Not only is Bugs hilarious, but so are the antagonists. These two guys, performed by writers Michael Maltese and Ted Pierce, are great in their own right. It's a wonder they never brought these two back. They could have had their own Road To series. I guess Bugs Bunny could have been the Dorothy Lamour. Every gag in this cartoon works beautifully, right up to the final punchline. Next up is Case of the Missing Hare, another Chuck Jones classic. This one fits more with his familiar formula. Bugs not outwitting someone for survival, but straight up revenge. In this case, it's a magician that disrupts his home. Bugs invades his act and hilarity ensues. I can't help feeling like this formula is therapeutic, like we all wish we could do stuff like this. The third on here is Prestochangeau. This is an earlier version of Bugs from the late 30s. There's been kind of some debate on whether this is actually Bugs or not. I mean, he does resemble the rabbit from Porky's Hare Hunt, which did evolve into the rabbit we know, and he doesn't even speak in this, but the cartoon's not bad. Two dogs are hiding out in a magician's house where a rabbit comes out of a hat and starts tormenting them. The gags aren't laugh out loud, but they are pretty inventive. Chuck Jones does his usual great job with those. And finally, we have Porky Pig's Feet, which is not a Bugs Bunny cartoon, nor is it directed by Chuck Jones. Kinda messed up consistency there, guys. But I don't think consistency was really what the distributors were going for. At any rate, this is a Frank Tashlin classic starring Porky and Daffy. It's actually one of their best team-ups. I have talked about this before, and I will talk about their teaming up again in a future video, but for now, this is definitely a fun entry. And while it doesn't exactly have Bugs starring in it, it does have him in a cameo at the end. In a shot that I have previously mentioned is the only time Bugs, Daffy, and Porky all shared the same scene together. That is all in the same shot in the original theatrical shorts. Go figure. And it is also the perfect way to cap off this collection of our favorite Wackywabbit. I give this collection 4 ducks. Check it out, it's a ton of fun.